The Marvel Universe is defined by its heroes standing in the light. But the real history of this world wasn't written by Avengers or X-Men. It was written in the shadows, by secret societies that treat the world like a chessboard. From the surveillance state of SHIELD to the parasitic roots of Hydra, these organizations don't just fight wars, they manufacture them. But while some want to protect reality, others want to rewrite it entirely. And one of these groups is so secretive, its arrogance didn't just kill a person, it killed an entire universe. Strategic Defense, Homeland Intervention Enforcement, and Logistics Division. SHIELD to the public. SHIELD is a peacekeeping force. But biologically speaking, SHIELD is the world's immune system. And like any immune system, it is aggressive, invasive, and prone to turning on the body it's supposed to protect. Founded after World War II, SHIELD wasn't built on heroism. It was built on paranoia. Its method isn't justice, it is the panopticon, total information awareness. Through Project Insight and the helicarriers, they engineered a reality where freedom is secondary to security. They compartmentalize secrets like cells in a body, ensuring the left hand never knows what the right hand is doing. But this cellular compartmentalization was their fatal flaw. It created the perfect, dark, moist environment for a parasite to grow unnoticed. SHIELD didn't fail because it was weak. It failed because it was so powerful. Everyone wanted to wear its skin. Hydra. If SHIELD is the immune system, Hydra is the cancer. Most people think of Hydra as a Nazi remnant led by the Red Skull. But that is just one head. The true nature of Hydra is much older and much more dangerous. It is an ideological virus. Hydra doesn't conquer nations with armies anymore. They infiltrate them. They operate through subversion, infecting institutions, governments, and even SHIELD itself, slowly replacing healthy cells with malignant ones. They feed on fear. When the world is chaotic, people willingly trade freedom for order. Hydra's goal is to create that chaos, then offer themselves as the cure. They are the ultimate biological persistence predator. You can kill the host, you can burn the body. But the idea, the desire for total control, never dies. It just waits for a new host to infect. The masters of the mystic art. While SHIELD watches the sky, the masters of the mystic arts watch the cracks in reality. Headquartered in Kamartai, this isn't a military organization. It is a dimensional dam. Their existence is the only thing stopping our universe from being flooded by the dark dimension or consumed by entities like Dormammu. But the cost of this vigil is the loss of sanity. To fight monsters, they must use the weapons of monsters. They manipulate natural law, bend time, and break the rules of physics. This constant exposure to eldritch energy fundamentally alters them. They become detached from human concerns, because a car crash doesn't matter when a multiversal incursion is imminent. They are the white blood cells of reality, fighting infections we can't even see. But sometimes, the cure is just as volatile as the disease. The Thunderbolts, Dark Avengers. Baron Zemo proved that you don't need superpowers to destroy the Avengers. You just need patience. But what happens when the villains decide they want the glory too? Thunderbolts represent the weaponization of the criminal mind. Organized by power players like Zemo or Val, this is state-sponsored villainy repackaged as heroism. The mechanism here is public relations camouflage. They take unstable, violent sociopaths, us Agent, Ghost, Taskmaster, and wrap them in the flag. It is a terrifying experiment in rebranding, but the hidden volatility is obvious. These aren't soldiers, they are ticking bombs. They don't fight for an ideal, they fight for a reduced sentence or a paycheck. When the leash snaps, and it always snaps, the collateral damage isn't an accident. It's inevitable. The Cabal. If the heroes have a secret club, the villains have a darker reflection. The Cabal is what happens when the world's most dangerous predators decide to stop fighting each other and start dividing up the carcass. Depending on the iteration, featuring heavy hitters like Thanos, Namor, or Doctor Doom, the Cabal operates on pure, ruthless pragmatism. They don't want to save the world, they want to own it. Or, in some cases, they want to save it by destroying another world. This is the geopolitics of monsters. They trade planets like currency. They decide which civilizations live or die, based on a cold calculus of survival. There is no morality here, only power. They are the apex predators of the organizational food chain, and they eat everything else. The Illuminati. And finally, we reach the most dangerous secret organization of them all. Not because they are evil, but because they think they are good. The Illuminati is a gathering of the self-appointed kings of the superhuman community. Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, Professor X, Doctor Strange, Black Bolt, Namor. Their mechanism of control is hubris. They operate on the belief that they are the only ones smart enough to make the hard choices. They meet in the shadows to decide the fate of planets, vote on who to exile, like Hulk, and conceal the existence of the Infinity Stones. But secrets have a blast radius. By shutting out the rest of the world, they create an echo chamber of their own arrogance. In the comics, and hinted at in the MCU, this arrogance leads to the ultimate catastrophe. When faced with incursions, they decided that to save their universe, they had to destroy others. They became the very monsters they swore to fight, proving that the road to hell isn't just paved with good intentions. It's paved by men who think they are gods. The Illuminati's arrogance eventually led to the collapse of the entire multiverse in the Secret Wars event. To understand exactly how that happened and why it's the future of the MCU movies, you need to watch this deep dive right here. Would you like me to format this into a more readable teleprompter style, or help you brainstorm a title for the video?